on that journey, learn how to advocate for your choices.
Like abortion. For those of you who are new here, this is not what I usually do. This is going to be a reaction video. In this time, I'm going to be reacting to PragerU. For those of you who are unaware, PragerU is a conservative propaganda site. Well, they made a video called How to Embrace Your Femininity, and as a trans woman, I'm very interested in that. Obviously, I do not promote PragerU, and I think their practices are disgusting, especially now that they're being shown in places like Florida education systems after they said stuff like this.
Slavery was part of life all over the world. It was America that began the conversation to end it.
Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world, even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? I don't see the problem.
What does it mean to be feminine?
Does it mean having the perfect figure?
No.
Running around in
Come
high
on.
heels and sparkly dresses?
No, that's a drag
Being
queen.
feminine isn't a costume. It's something to be proud
True.
of. Today, we give you
Yes.
3 tips on how to embrace your femininity.
So far, so good.
Number 1, don't get caught up in stereotypes.
Anyone can be
In
feminine.
today's age, it's a big question what a woman should look like, or what a woman even is for that matter.
Someone who says they are. Okay. You're already leaning into the stereotypes, and that's true. That womanhood is based on stereotypes, but you don't have to follow them. And if you want to learn more about what a woman is, I already made a video all about gender. It's a very nuanced conversation, and it's not as easy to explain. So that's why it's there and where it comes from. This is a hyper-exaggerated moment of that, and I can tell they're deliberately trying to be mocking towards trans and gender non-conforming people. Femininity and masculinity aren't things exclusive to people of a certain gender. Men can be feminine. Women can be masculine. What they're describing here is pretty much how to be a drag queen, ironically. And I know PragerU would not like to hear that, but they're describing how to be a drag queen.
Most gender stereotypes exist because they reflect the way that men and women are naturally different. And those differences aren't bad. Men and women complement each other and create a well-balanced family and community.
Okay, now they're leading into heteronormativity there, that a man and a woman have to be together in order to be happy. That's There are many people out there who were raised by single parents who turned out fine. And there were many people who turned out by queer parents who also turned out fine. The only difference in the quality of a parent between a heterosexual and a queer parent is that Mother's Day or Father's Day is just more expensive. That's it. They're just as good parents, if not better, as the research shows.
But don't let anyone tell you it's bad to fit stereotypes. Those people are just trying too hard to be. Oh, pink. How original.
Okay, I disagree with that stance. For adults, at least, people aren't trying to present themselves in this way to look cool, other than, trans people and queer people. Because guess what? Being trans is not cool, PragerU. We are attacked and marginalized. We deserve respect. If someone displays themselves as hypermasculine or hyperfeminine, who the cares? It doesn't matter if a woman's hypermasculine or hyperfeminine. It doesn't matter who someone is. Let them present themselves in the most authentic manner for them.
If you want to wear pink, wear pink. If you want to dress up in a girly dress, do it. Make yourself pretty. Master the art of makeup. Practice good hygiene.
If you want
Don't
to.
buy all the things that smell good and create a torpedo of fragrance.
It reeks of daffodil.
I feel like that was
Want to
racist.
wear high heels? Go for it. Just practice walking before getting close to any ledges. Embrace the idea.
True, if you're practicing in heels, do that, but you don't need to wear heels to be feminine. There are lots of feminine flats out there, lots of feminine sneakers out there that you can wear. Lots of people can't wear heels, like they have balance issues or back issues, or maybe they don't have feet. Are you saying people who don't have feet can't be feminine, PragerU? Huh?
Idea of being a wife or a mother.
Being a wife or a woman is not the epitome of femininity. Sure, for some people it is an important part of that, but it doesn't have to be. We're not even 2 minutes in and I'm already getting mad at this. They keep talking about your role for the family, your role for the family. What does that even mean? Does that mean your biological family? Because I assume that's what PragerU is talking about, when in fact, that's not everyone has a relationship with their biological family, and not everyone of a certain age contributes to a family like that. Some people have a found family, and I think that's an important thing to put on here. Don't think your gender inherently dictates what role you should have in a social system. Sure, that's how it's built. You should not be forced to be in a role of wife or mother to fit this, like, patriarchal family structure. Just let people live their lives. Which, basically, drag queens can teach you a lot about this, as one I know.
Be the best woman you can
Okay.
be. And on that journey, learn how to advocate for your choices. If people
Like
don't
abortion.
understand,
To be clear, you can be a stay-at-home mom, but enforcing that on others is when it becomes a problem. You cannot expect everyone to be in a similar position. And to be clear, I think PragerU is sort of covering that. Honestly, this video is getting pretty surprising. Oh, great, it's a oh, you, do.
With energy
You.
and joy. Just try smiling and see how it affects the people around you.
You.
Trust the old man. There's nothing feminine about that.
Adam Sandler.
There's that person on TikTok who does the Adam Sandler or lesbians. Although I doubt PragerU was aware of that.
Embrace your artistic side and the joy of making things beautiful.
Expressing your artistic side is something anyone can do. And it should not be something to be ashamed of.
Respected. You first have to respect yourself and the people around you. This starts
That's
by
why I
realizing
transitioned.
that the most important thing in life is not how pretty you look or how much makeup you put on. The most important thing is living for something bigger than yourself.
Wow, how to be feminine. Have goals and aspirations. What the f***? This is advice for anyone.
Taking your hygiene and fitness seriously. Don't eat too much trash food and keep your environment from being a dump.
Wow, eat healthy and take care of your body. If only that were possible for 100% people due to the cost of food, the time to work out, funds to be able to eat healthy food all the time, the mental capacity to eat that all the time. Now, if you can't pay minimum wage, that's sort of a problem. Kind of gets you in a pickle if you have to work 2 jobs to do all that. And keeping clean, that's generally good advice, although it's a little bit tricky if you got ADHD.
Just make sure it's appropriate. Don't expose parts of your body that would sun the
Dress well, but appropriate. Whose standard of appropriate is that? Like, my feeling is wear whatever the you want. Within reason, of course. Like, don't go topless in front of children. I think it's, like, a good rule there. But, like, other than that, wear whatever the you want. If you're or sexually assaulted, people will try to tell you it's your fault because of what you wore. PragerU, stop this.
You don't want to be getting messages from this guy.
Hi, beautiful angel. How would you
I
like
wouldn't
to-
want to get a message from anyone who works for PragerU, to be honest.
If someone disagrees doesn't mean you have to take offense. And even if they're being
Take offense to what? Like saying you shouldn't have bodily autonomy? Or that all women need to be this way, or all men need to be this way? Or that trans people don't exist? That's not a nature of offense. I mean, how would cis people feel if I said cis people don't exist? If you think being trans is being a choice, well then why is being cis not a choice? It's not the default. You chose to be cis. Why can't you just stop?
No, the earth is flat.
That's a matter of safety right there. I've been in situations where I didn't want to correct men primarily because I felt unsafe to do so. But when I'm on the internet, I say whatever the I want, you know? First Amendment.
that you have to be this delicate flower that just goes along with everything. Stand up for yourself and say no when
Okay.
like when the
Saying no is a good message, but you also need to teach the men that no means no and that yes means yes. You need affirmative consent.
classy and gracious.
Am I
And
classy?
don't develop the reputation of
And I never gossip.
I'm a capable woman.
That's not toxic masculinity.
Be the kind of woman you want your daughters to be or your sons to marry.
Or what about the kind of woman your sons want to become?
2. Be positive. Bring joy to those around
Hey,
you.
I'm a
Number
role
3,
model to a bunch of
respect
young women.
yourself.
So according to PragerU, I'm doing a pretty good job of being a woman.